This could be the biggest thing in the Merseyside football history. What's up guys, KSWTV here, and I'm going to make a new video on why Rafa Benitez should join Everton. Now, Everton have improved in the last 5 or so years, but they have been spending a lot of money considering where Everton are finishing. The money to place ratio hasn't been that good. I've read something, they're spending an average of around 120, 130 million every transfer window, which is a lot of money for zero success at all. So what I want to do here is dive into why I think Rafa Benitez should join Everton, and I think this will be the biggest thing in the Merseyside derby history in recent times. So as I just said, Everton have been spending the money. Everton's little success hasn't been due to not spending of money in the transfer window. They have been spending the money, but have they been spending it wisely? I don't think so. They've already tried the money route last year with Carlo Ancelotti. They spent nearly over 100 million euros just on 3 players in a pandemic, which is a lot for Everton. Considering the times that we're in now with the pandemic, the way that the transfer window is right now with the prices, it didn't really make sense to spend that much money, but it also did considering you're bringing in one of the most successful European coaches in recent history to Everton. Which gets into my main point here. Rafa Benitez will come here with way less resources and do well better than Carlo Ancelotti. It will take him less time to make an impact on not just the club but the players themselves. Rafa Benitez is one of the best man managers of all time. Every club he goes to, he only needs 6 months to get into that club and take them up 2, 3, 4 places on the ladder than they were last year, or in the position that they are when he comes into the team. Just to go along with that, every club that Rafa goes to within a year, he does improve. Just thinking of recent clubs that he was with, his last Premier League club, Newcastle United, they got relegated. One of their worst seasons in the club's history, not just results-wise, but points-wise as well. They got demolished in the season that Rafa Benitez took over from them, and he took them in one season from they were going to be in the championship and they weren't going to get back up to they've got them back up, back into the Premier League. Rafa Benitez takes over and then keeps them up that next year. Rafa Benitez is a pivotal coach when it comes to building teams that he wants and also giving him money to build teams that the owner wants. And he'll buy the best player for that position, manage the hell out of him, and improve not just the player but the team itself. This might be Rafa Benitez's last big job in a big European league, and to get a job at Everton isn't a bad job. Everton is one of the most successful teams in English history. Recently, not so, but this might be Rafa Benitez's last job in a Big 5 league, in a big team for that league. So Everton is a good job for Rafa. Everton are one of the most successful teams in English football history, and they're going to want to get that back. So establishing Rafa Benitez in the team for even one season is a massive step forward into getting back that club into the Europeans, not European successful, but successful in their country, in their league, as they have been in previous years way back into the past. So when it comes to finding a coach right now in the market, no one is more qualified and no one is more successful than Rafa Benitez. The guy has won a European trophy with Liverpool. He's coached some of the best teams in England. He's coached Liverpool and Chelsea. He's coached teams like Newcastle and still made them look quality and still had that, still has that imprint on the club no matter how successful the team he takes over. He's one of the most successful managers I've seen, not just in England, but in world football. Wherever he goes, he wins or improves drastically. He's so successful, not just trophy-wise, but his track record of improving teams just by like 20-30%, pushing up a couple places that they were previously on the ladder, and really improving the financial state. The way he picks players, he can pick bargains from a mile away. He's so good at finding players and teams that fit his system and the club's system, building onto the future for other coaches when he might get fired or another coach takes over from his position. The team that he leaves is always so good than the team he inherits. In my opinion, from what I've watched with Everton over my life, they usually finish between as high as 6th, 7th, and probably not as low as 11th, 12th. So you're looking around 6th to 12th Everton finish. I reckon in one season, Benitez will make them finish between 4th and 7th. And if he continues in that job, he will continually grow that higher and higher on the table. If Rafa Benitez gets 2 years in this Everton team, 2 transfer markets to really spend money, he can take them from challenging for Europa Leagues, challenging to Champions Leagues, to challenging for titles. He'll take this team from, at the moment, around 7th, 6th on the table to challenging for 4th, 5th, and that's a guarantee within one season. And then after all that will just result in more money, because more fans will be come to the game, more shirts will be sold, more people come to the games, more revenue and more money to spend on the team, on players, on development of the club and facilities. And also this will just make the Evertonian fans really enjoy going to football or watching football. When you have a coach like Rafa Benitez, you're going to be watching good quality football. Even if your team, under the previous coach was winning and maybe Rafa Benitez isn't getting the results winning wise, the football will be way better than the football that was playing with the coach before that was winning. You know what I mean? So it's a win-win when you get Rafa. If you lose, it's good football. If you win, it's even better football. But just in conclusion, if Everton don't appoint Rafa Benitez to their club, they are losing 15 plus years of successful managerial dominance in big clubs. It will not just be a crime to the club itself and the people that are in it, but the fans as well. If you don't get Rafa Benitez, you're going to get someone that is less qualified for the job, which means worse results, or could mean worse results, worse football, and it could stir a bit of drama with the next coach they bring in. Whereas Rafa, he's quiet, he adapts to the culture, adapts to the club, adapts to the people, so you already like him off the bat. Plus you're getting amazing quality football, plus you're improving the team, plus you'll be getting more revenue because he'll be pushing you further at the table, more money from European leagues like the Europa League, more games for the fans to travel to in other places, other countries, other cities, other towns. And also you'll be getting better results on the table in the Premier League, which is ultimately what Everton want. They don't really care about getting European football straight away. They just want to get higher than they've ever been before for a season, so they can get more money, more confidence, and it'd be better for the transfer market. More people are going to be going to Everton if they're finishing in that Europa League and higher positions. But just to end it, if Everton sign Rafa Benitez, they will just get better and better every season. That is a guarantee. Thank you so much guys for watching. This was just my quick thoughts on why Rafa Benitez should join Everton. I'm sure that you agree with me. Rafa Benitez should join Everton. As a Man City fan, I don't want this to happen because it will improve a rival. Any team that's not Manchester City is a rival to me. And it will just improve the quality of the football of Everton in general and improve them for the future. And I want my team to be at the top of the country every year, so this will only be worse for other teams like Manchester United, Chelsea and Tottenham and Liverpool. If they hear Rafa Benitez